Hey everyone, I haven't been making very many YouTube videos lately, but I thought I'd just make one on capturing the beauty of my wife's flowers. I came out into the backyard to experience the beautiful weather we have, and this one flower just looks amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna capture a couple of variations of this thing using a couple different methods, because I have been a slacker and haven't made videos lately. So let's do this. Let's use the Fuji X-H2 and the 80mm macro, just a beautiful macro, and let's see what we can do here. Okay, everyone, now we're in the editing room. I've gone through one round of deletes. I had 180 photos I think I took out there, and I've got them down to like, how many is that? 30 maybe? Something like that? Maybe less. And we're going to go through the pics that I made and some of the initial edits and look at what they look like, all right? So, and maybe my reasons for keeping some of these, even if I'm not going to put them in a portfolio or anything like that. I like to have variations. Sometimes people come back to me and they're like, hey, I like this photo, but do you have like another version of this? And so sometimes I could be like, yeah, I do. And so let's check these out. This is the first shot I took, the very, very, very first shot, just looking down at that pretty flower. And I like this. The lighting's nice. You can see my edits. My quick edits is mostly warming it up. You can see my edits over there, just to kind of boost everything and make it more contrasty and give those colors a little bit of a punch. This next one, the difference is that I have my cell phone flashlight underneath. So that's without it and that's with it. And you can see that's a little bit of a difference, right? A little bit of a difference underneath in that area on the right. Just gives us something a little touch different. This photo is one that needs denoising. So let me show you what I did. I went and used Adobe Lightroom's denoising feature, which is awesome. This is before. That's the native noise that came with this, the X-H2, X-T5, X106, X-T50, right? With those, the cameras with the 40 megapixel sensors have a little bit of noise. But luckily we can go and denoise it. So if I go to the denoise, you can see the before and after. That's before and that's after. It's a game changer for APS-C and Micro Four Thirds, to be able to, in many situations, even out that noise. So this is just a stunning example. I love that. More variations, just me messing around a little bit with composition. I'm keeping that circle in the middle, but I've got the circle on the edge, and I'm cutting it in half. Kind of some nice light. And, of course, if I was going to print that for someone, I would have to denoise the photo, but I don't denoise everything. And here's another example. This is without the flashlight underneath, and that's with the flashlight underneath. And two dramatic differences, right? And I also love this photograph because there is a secret invader right here. This creature, it is an alien creature without doubt. Secret invaders, and I've taken the first photo of that alien. Cool. Getting a little closer, just focusing on some details. You can see the before and after, a lot darker. Much better. I did use a couple masks. I went in and I did a mask right in the middle to bring that out and also to make that yellow brighter. You could see the before, after, before, and then after, right? That yellow punch just makes a huge difference, just a slight difference in that yellow. And I just used the point color tool when I did that. Pretty cool. Here I am at a different spot, kind of getting a little bit to the closer down low. And again, we're using the flashlight underneath, and I'm editing it. Looks really cool. That looks pretty cool too. Dig it. Two different focal points, or places where I'm focusing. Probably that one's a little bit better, but I do like the way that looks right here on this petal. Right, you got some detail right there, which kind of gives us something to hook onto. I dig it. This one's kind of cool. It's just a straight down one. It's a little bit grainy. Again, I could fix that in editing. When you're using APS-C or Micro Four Thirds, especially, the shadow noises or the shadow areas, when you're brightening up the photo, get a little bit grainier, but we could fix that. And I think this one needs a little contrast still, but still nice. here I am getting even closer. I dig this. There's a lot of focus over here, and there's a lot of focus over here. The middle is a little soft, but those two kind of keep the photo. They hold the photo together for me. So I think that's okay. And I like the way it looks. It's cool. Another variation, getting close. I'm messing around with different compositions. Beautiful shot. I do dig this one quite a bit. It's a standard shot though, but I like it. You know, oh, this is my wife's rose. I dig this shot, but I don't know, it's a little weird. I've never been able to photograph roses very well. And I still haven't. I still can't. All right, so I go back inside and I got the little water bottle. This is just the standard shot, just kind of cropped close to make it look like I was deliberately cropping this thing, even though I wasn't. And I dig it. I like all the water. I like the color. Everything looks good. Now, these are where things start to get interesting and a little bit different. I dig these. I dig that one more than that one. Just looks a little bit more deliberate, right? That crop looks a little bit more deliberate. This one looks just off with over here on the right, uneven on the left. I could fix that, but that one looks a little bit better. I dig it. I'm leaning into this little bulb of water, right? And changing up the composition, trying different things. Of course, whenever I'm looking at anything like this stuff, I want to give the viewer one thing to hook onto, sink their teeth into, right? And it's usually one of these balls of water. And so right here, it's definitely that one right there. So I just got addicted to that and started shooting with it. The wind is moving, the leaves behind me and the tree and the flowers moving and the lights changing. And so that's not as good as that, obviously. That looks really cool. Love this photograph. And I'm just doing variations of this because it's moving so much. And then I get to a couple that I really like. I'm, getting even closer and going. I think this was, they were all at 2.8. I did a couple at 6.4, but it looks like these were just 2.8. I got, this one just is a little bit closer. And that one. Dig them. And then a vertical shot, and I am just focused in right here on that. That is sweet. And you can see, once again, I really needed to denoise that. There was quite a bit of noise everywhere, and so I got rid of it, and I brightened it up. You could see the before and the after. Before and after, I did a little bit of some masking. You could see all my different masks, with the just the bulb itself. And then a section right there. I love doing the masks, and that's how I kind of paint the way I want it to. And then the last one's right there, just featuring the water drops on the petals, and I think it's pretty cool. If we're gonna go for like what I would go and put in my portfolio, I'm gonna go up and just view my picks, and I'll tell you why each one goes in. This one's just super vibrant, and it's also quite a bit different than a lot of my other flower shots that don't have that illumination from underneath. And I just like the alien creature that I discovered right there. Completely, you can see its eyes. It probably shoots lasers from these antennas. It's pretty cool. Someday it's going to grow up and take over the world. And this one is cool. Just a nice standard shot. Love the ethereal quality of these two. Dig that water. So that's what I got today. I went out, spent 20 minutes taking photos of this, and I got a couple cool portfolio shots, a little bit of editing, and it was a lot of fun. So go out if you have a macro. If you don't have a macro, just get as close as you can and experiment with whatever you want. Bring a spray bottle out and use your cell phone light. Just have some fun. And that's what I did today. So hope you enjoyed. We'll talk to you later.